Hello po sa inyong lahat! Welcome to Jong's channel. For today's video, nandito po tayo ngayon sa Zwickau, Germany. So ang Zwickau, Germany guys, isa po siya sa 4th largest city here in Sachsen-Anhalt. Samahan niyo po ako ngayon sa araw na ito para i-tour po natin ang Zwickau, Germany. Zwickau is the 4th largest city in Saxony and a regional center in the southwestern part of the state. An area called Territory Zwickau was first mentioned in 1118. The city is a founding member of the Central Germany Metropolitan Region and part of the Chemnitz-Zwickau metropolitan area. Due to the increasing urbanization of the urban outskirts since 2000, the area of the city is growing, which meanwhile largely covers the valley of the Zwickauer Mulde. Zwickau is a cradle of the German automotive industry. The tradition of the car manufacturing in Zwickau, which is more than 100 years old, began at the beginning of the 20th century. The Romantic composer Robert Schaumann was born here in 1810. The city is therefore internationally known as an automobile and Robert Schumann city. In addition, on April 21, 2016, it was recognized as the Reformation City of Europe. The Evangelical Lutheran Church of St. Mary in Zwickau, raised to the status of cathedral by Archbishop Ludwig Müller for the 800th anniversary in 1935, is the most important town church of the Evangelical Lutheran Nikolai Parish of Zwickau and the ephemeral church of the Superintendent of the Evangelical Lutheran Church District of Zwickau. It was built in the early Middle Ages, was repeatedly damaged and rebuilt. The church is a listed building. Kirche stands at the center of the city and it is the most important sacred monument. Opposite the main portal are the priest houses, which are probably the oldest surviving urban residential buildings in East Germany. Haus am Hauptmarkt, the city's central landmark from 1404. In 1403, the old town hall was totally destroyed in the Great City Fire. The reconstruction was carried out with striking elements such as the large coat of arms, the red seal, the battlements, and the corner towers. The Gewandhaus is the central landmark of the city, built 1522 to 1525 in the late Gothic style with Renaissance elements and stepped gables. Former trading house of the cloth makers, it has served as a municipal theater since 1823. Katharinenkirche in Zwickau is a late Gothic hall church in the northeast of Zwickau's old town. It belongs to the Evangelical Lutheran Nikolai Parish of Zwickau in the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Saxony. The reformer Thomas Müntzer worked here as a Protestant pastor from 1520 to 1521. Osterstein Castle is the former electoral city and residence castle of the Wittens in Zwickau, Saxony. Towards the end of 2000, the Friends of Osterstein Castle was formed with the support of the city in order to support the rescue of the complex with the fundraising campaign from 2004 onwards. Further emergency measures from winter 2000 to summer 2001, emergency covering of the roofs and installation of the auxiliary steel construction for the Renaissance roof truss of the south wing saved the building from complete decay. In this way, the remaining historical building structure could be saved from demolition. The financial security of the project was finally achieved through the provision of half public federal and state funds for monument protection and half the participation of a major investor. On November 3, 2006, 5 years after the building permit was granted, the foundation stone was laid for the restoration and reconstruction of the palace. The work was carried out by construction and craft business from the region in order to convert the building complex into a social facility. Since then, the castle has offered apartments for assisted living. Later, parts of the castle, such as the original cloister vaults, were to be restored, gastronomic and museum use. The topping out ceremony took place on September 9, 2007. Almost a year later, on November 7, 2008, the keys were handed over to the operating company, the non-profit organization for the elderly and nursing home Zwickau. The first residents moved in on November 11, 2008. Zwickau offers ample accommodation options. Some of the hotels can be found behind historic walls or set in green spaces outside town, but there are also pretty rooms in the middle of the old town. After check-in, head straight to the tourist office to get all the information you need for your stay, including which of the many small cafes in towns are particularly worth visiting. I know that traveling makes you hungry. Zwickau offers you a wide range of gastronomic options. After arriving in Zwickau, you can always see the best restaurants all around within the historical center. The Luther Church is an evangelical Lutheran sacred building in the western Saxon city of Zwickau. It was built between 1902 and 1906 based on a design by the Dresden architects Schilling and Greibner in the suburbs of the station at the intersection of Brunnenstraße and Spiegelstraße. Since the Royal Saxon Infantry Regiment No. 133 was stationed nearby, it served the residents and as a Garrison Church.
And so ano po masasabi ninyo sa Zwickau, guys? Sana po nagustuhan nyo po ang video na ito, no? So malaking-malaki po talaga siya kasi fourth largest city here in Sachsen-Anhalt. Kaya kailangan nyo po talagang matulog dito if you want to enjoy the sights here, no? When you visit Zwickau. Kasi marami naman po ditong pwedeng pasyalan, tsaka historical din po yung lugar nila, at tsaka meron din po dito mga mall if gusto nyo pong mag-shopping, no? Ayan, at tsaka makita din ninyo yung mga old stat ng Zwickau. Ayan, hindi naman po siya mahirap lakbayin kasi meron din naman po silang railway system, yung mga buses, at saka every time na kailangan nyo po ng tulong, pag nagtatanong po kayo, yung mga tao po dito is mababait po sila, matutulungin naman po, no? So sana nagustuhan nyo po ang travel vlog na ito, guys. Hanggang susunod ko po mga travel, this is Jong's channel. Cheers!